my true collectible. Famous, oh so famous, #1 desirable. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air.
Hey guys, it's your girl Beautiful Brown Baby Doll.
Collectible. Famous, oh so famous, #1 desirable.
Yeah. You know, I know I've been coming with some heavy talks lately here on this vlog channel, but it's just a lot of stuff that's, you know, going on in my mind and going on. And most recently is this situation. So I'm gonna try to make it not watered down, but I don't want the people to be identifiable as of yet. So I wanted to be able to speak freely on something that's, you know, kind of just ridiculous to me in 2017 now, and ridiculous to the point that it's annoying, you know, like it's annoying to see how much negativity is expressed between races, let alone within your own race. So let me set up the situation for y'all. It was a family event that I'd gone to, and this just recently happened, so this is not like even 1 week off the press. And I should mention that most people there were not of my race, which is not a problem. I'm used to that. I was sitting in this gathering, and everybody had kind of started doing, you know how you get into these big gatherings and everybody just kind of takes their own place and talks amongst themselves, and that's what happened. Everybody was on one accord, and then everybody just kind of broke off and had their own little groups, which was fine. It was fun. As I'm sitting chatting with someone, because being me, I usually have multiple ears going on. And I think this happens in situation where you are, you know, kind of like one of the different ones. Your ears are open, your eyes are open, and I'm probably like that in any setting actually. So at this particular time, it was no different. So I'm just kind of listening, hearing what's going on, hearing what's going down. And I heard the word nigga. Oh, yes, honey. And it was said in the context that wasn't even like an uncomfortable nigga. It was like, I'm a full out comfortable with this nigga. You know, this word, I'm just gonna roll with it. I will say it was said by someone who was not of my complexion, which, that, you know, to me, we can get into this argument all day. Y'all can chime in on that too. If it should be used by one race, if it shouldn't be used by one race, if it should be used by others. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, so mind you, this wasn't in my group of folks that was talking. It was in another group of folks that was talking. And y'all, I kept my head turned. Mainly, I'm going to say why. Because right now, being me has been an interesting situation, being that I work with mainly people who don't look like me, being that most of my walks of life have been with people that don't look like me. You know, a lot of my friends are from different backgrounds as well. So I'm very open-minded to extending who I build friendship with, who I hang around with, you know, those types of things. So it's not about that. When I say this, it's just I've become very much aware of people's behaviors, their thoughts, beyond my profession, beyond being Dr. Nina. I still am very much learning about how people operate. And so y'all, I tell you, when I heard this, because it was in the context of telling a story, and this person actually said, because I heard them, I said, nigga, you blah blah blah. Well, then the person stops, right? My head is turned. My head is turned. I haven't given any inkling of the fact that I've heard this, right? Because I really, so much was racing through my mind that I was very angry about the situation. And to be honest, I wanted to take it back to the streets of St. Louis, where I'm from. Can't too many people take St. Louis Nina. You know what I'm saying? Nina off the block. You know, they like Dr. Nina because they think that's a little more refined. Police. I was ready to go St. Louis on that end. I'm gonna just say that. So this person begins to apologize to the back of my head, apologizing and explaining immediately after saying this word. And so I'm sitting there and I decided it was time to go. I had decided that I wasn't going to sit and school people and allow myself to become upset, angry, especially not in front of that group or in front of that person that chose to do that, because I'm not categorizing everyone that was there, because they did not take part in that. They did not direct the speech of this person. They did not direct the thoughts of this person, so I won't blame them. But I did not feel like being a school teacher, and I did not feel like being a person who became angry and then had to deal with, oh, well, you just angry, you know, y'all black people, y'all black women just angry. I didn't want to deal with that. So at that situation and at that particular time, I decided to just leave. Of course, saying my goodbyes and whatever and getting the hell out. I just feel like a lot of times this happens and it's overlooked at the self-control of those who hatred is often directed to. Okay, I should say what also made me upset in this situation is this person started to say things like, well, this is the lingo that's been in my mouth, and someone, you know, the people who I'm around talk like that, so it just happened like that. And you know, and I hadn't even said anything. This is the thing, I hadn't even said, why did you say that? I hadn't even turned my head. It's interesting because people who do this, it's like, you know, you're doing wrong. You know what you did was absolutely incorrect and unacceptable. And you begin to explain to me, further upsetting me, further heightening the situation, instead of addressing it head on. And I really didn't know what to do with that. So because this is my vlog channel, and because I want to learn from you guys that come over from the main channel and talk to me, what would you do in a situation like that? Have you experienced this? You know, I'm in a place where now, you know, I've had so many micro and macro aggressions against me. And I'll talk about those more in the coming weeks. But, you know, doing what I do has not been easy because of that. And it's upsetting to me that I can go somewhere, have sense, overly educated, if you will, and still be subjected to things that no one, I don't care if you're educated or not, should be subjected to. So with that said, and I only say that because people feel that when you're educated and when you have this and when you do that, you're exempt. You're not. You're not. This person felt comfortable doing that. And yeah, it bothers me. It bothers me. You know, what's so interesting to me about the whole situation is that I could have clowned. I could have acted a fool. I could have been whatever people think I could be reduced to, and I wasn't. I wasn't. In fact, I think I handled it well, being that I wanted to erupt. What's even more interesting about this situation is that no one else said anything. And though I was one of the only black people, there were a few people of Hispanic and Latino background as well. There were others, but mostly the majority was there, being white Americans. And so, you know, I don't know if people were shocked. I didn't know if people were just waiting to see how I would respond or others like me would respond, but people basically tried to act like it didn't happen. You know? And I'm gonna tell y'all, normally my mouth, I ain't here for it. You know what I'm saying? God has blessed this little mouth of mine, because y'all don't even know the extent of the things that can come out of these lips. And I've asked the Lord to bless it, Jesus, fix it, Jesus. However, in this situation, I felt it better to step back, chill out, and let it roll for a minute. I also wanted to digest what had happened. I felt it better to leave than to become irate and to not educate in the correct manner. You know, because if I'm going to educate, I don't want it to be through me fussing, cussing, getting upset, and not being heard. But I wanted to hear y'all's feedback on this. What would you do in that situation? Have you been in a similar situation, and how did you handle it? So I'm gonna get off this, y'all. Next week I'm gonna have a happier thing to show y'all or talk about on the vlog. Hey y'all, I am being lazy at the church on the couch with Bella. Look at this. My dog is just so lazy. Say hi, boo boo. Oh, you're not even sleeping. Say hi. Hey, Billy. She be like, get that camera. Bella, why you in my face? Look, I want y'all to see how Bella be treating me. Ew. Bella, that's not nice. You don't kiss people. Oh, sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? She don't like when I laugh, y'all. She jump in my mouth. Y'all, this is the world's sweetest little dog. She's so sweet. She would never call me a nigga. So today for church, I was serving nude but not face. Look at it. Okay, so just a little bit on the brows, a little mascara. Here comes Mama, who didn't go to church today.
Because my foot hurt.
I know.
And my beautiful scar.
She did. She got her beautiful scar. So y'all see how I be calling myself cute and everything? Y'all see where I get there, right?
I'm just doing this because...
No, because you be like, my cute scar. I do the same thing. That's what I'm saying, is I be calling myself cute. I be like, oh, I'm so cute. I get it from you.
The apple never rolls too far from the tree. Some people say fall. I said roll.
Mama said the apple never rolls too far from the tree. What? Well, Mama, here's a question. When you were younger, were y'all used to people calling y'all niggas or niggers?
No.
Or they didn't do that to y'all?
Because we stayed away from that race of people. We had our own section of town. And when we go to the store, you know, they just wait on it. They follow us as if we were going to steal something. But no, when I was growing up, we didn't have that name calling, not in front of our face.
Okay. So, okay. Let me set the situation up for y'all. See, the good thing is I waited to turn on the camera because I haven't even told Mama about this. But Mama, I'm going to tell you, I was in a situation where I was sitting with all people of another race. And I was having a conversation with someone else, right? And we were 2 of 3 black people at this gathering. And I hear the word nigga. And I didn't respond. I kept my head turned away. But immediately she starts apologizing and saying that this is just like lingo, that almost like cool lies in the lingo. Like this was like some lingo that's just been planted in her. So that's why she said it. How would you have responded to that situation? I just left. How would you have responded?
What are you talking about? As if I was not listening to her conversation and make her look stupid. She's trying to give you a reason why she said that word. I would have pretended that I didn't hear her and want to know, what are you talking about?
So that she looks even dumber to everybody else.
Because she thought you overheard her conversation. That's why she was trying to clear herself.
And she's not apologizing because she actually thinks she should apologize. She's just apologizing because she thought somebody heard her. Right?
That's my opinion.
I agree, y'all. I have to agree. Y'all have to let me know how y'all feel about this. It's just amazing the world we live in.